Ben is one of those talented people that not only is building a company, he's building a community. He's a huge champion for Des Moines. He's here for a couple days to be in our community. Let's join me in giving a big 1 million cups Fargo round of applause. Welcome to Ben. Let's give it up for Ben.
All right. Gosh, it's awesome to be here. I've seen the photos of Fargo and it's inspired me for a long time. And so it's, like I said, a real pleasure to be here. FliteBrite is what we're going to talk about today, but I wanted to start by sharing some gratitude for what you guys are doing here in Fargo. As you can see behind me, this was 1 million cups in Des Moines. We were actually the first remote location after Kansas City built it, and so we've been around. This is our 5th year. And so the Corky Coffee Shop was a great environment and fostered a lot of neat conversations. But I went to a national summit where the organizers from 1MC all connect and share ideas. And I saw what you guys were doing here in Fargo. And it really inspired me. It made me think, all right, why can't Des Moines have a larger event? Okay, numbers are one thing, but more brighter lights, bringing more people together, providing a little bit more of an interesting experience. And so the photos that rolled behind me is what we do now. For the last year and a half, maybe 2 years or so, I used the circular theater as a guide, and I found a circular theater that really works well for us in Des Moines. And so, like you guys are doing here in Fargo, we love the opportunity that 1 Million Cups provides to learn about what others are building, to provide insight through the Q&A, and at the core, accelerate others. And so, I guess a genuine thank you for what you guys do here, and some additional encouragement, I suppose, as to just keep doing it, keep building, keep bringing new folks, and do it now. Right? I mean, who has time for later? So, transitioning a little bit, I like to light up Twitter. I know we're going to have some fun during the Q&A, and so I'd encourage you to get loud on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook today. As you can see, have some flight glasses, and they're actually with the 1 Million Cups logo on them and FliteBrite, but that gold rim makes them something you want. So I'll take a look at the social feeds towards the end, and we'll give those away for sure. So we'll have some fun here today. Now, transitioning to why you guys are here, to learn more about beer flights and talk about beer and the craft beer industry. I suppose we should probably start by thinking back, right? Think back to the last time that you had that sampler, that little beer flight, maybe it was 4, and think about how quickly you forgot which one was which. You can nod your head, because everyone does. It's crazy how many people say, oh yeah, that happened to me all the time. And that's really the genesis of the idea, was we were annoyed by liking this beer but not knowing what number 5 meant. Or the chalkboard was smudged, or the paper was crumpled and wet. And so balancing a little technology into that experience is the problem, or is the solution that we have built based off this problem of not knowing what beers that you are enjoying, but even just getting them to your table. And so when you are an entrepreneur, you're looking at solving problems, right? And that is the problem that we are here to solve. It's very exciting to welcome you to the future. This is the world's first electronic beer flight paddle. It showcases the brews on that color touchscreen. So it's interactive for us as customers, but the big data behind the back side of things is super interesting when it comes to the industry for bars, breweries, and restaurants. So I can talk about how it works, but let's just take a look. fun video to make. I was telling Greg the story of us cruising down to Peachtree with a bunch of beautiful people, and it was hard because you ended up getting kind of drunk during the show. Take one, drink. Take two, drink again. Take two. All right, we had to kind of align that. All right, back to the market. So as you saw, we all know craft beer is kind of a big thing. You enjoy it, I enjoy it. This is a fun slide for you guys specifically, though, because I pulled the information from North Dakota and I shared it on the Facebook group. I think we can use smart flights to bump you guys out of last. Did you guys know that North Dakota is 50 out of 50 for craft breweries in your state? That's an interesting stat that I feel like there's some room for growth here. And so even with that said, it is nice to see that the perhaps lower population drives some good impact on the economy nonetheless. And so the market is ripe. The time is now to disrupt something like that. And as you might imagine, cruising around and drinking beer flights, the customer discovery has been a good time. We have shared this idea, and it's almost embarrassing to tell you that we have been building this for over 2.5 years. Man, that requires a special amount of patience. But the time is now. And so we've aligned our pricing model to fit within other industry requirements, POS systems, dishwashers, things like that you would see in the different establishments. And we've super simplified it, right? $10 per paddle per month. So it's a lease model, which allows us to support the online dashboards, all the updates over the air, and also if something goes down, we can replace these for you. So this is actually a neat moment for FliteBrite, being on this stage in front of a great community here in Fargo. This is the very first look at the market-ready black version. It's a matte black finish. That these are going to be going out later this month. So it's a super exciting time for FliteBrite. After all that time of development, the time, like I said, is now. Let's talk a little bit about tech. I want to keep this concise because I believe that the moment you shut up, the value begins. So let's keep this going. But the technology is so cool. The back end allows you to set up your dashboard. It allows you to set up the menus. It's all connected through Untappd. Who's here on Untappd? So if you like beer, it's a pretty neat app. It allows you to track it like a journal. But they have over 1 million beers in their database that connects you to that dashboard. The colored touchscreen has a Wi-Fi microcontroller built into a custom PCB. And so although I'm not legally able to say these are waterproof, they work underwater, which is pretty awesome when it comes to speed, durability, and customer connectivity. That's what FliteBrite has been built on. So along with that dashboard, I mentioned the Untappd connectivity. It's some of our secret sauce, whether it's checking them in as a customer or managing your menus as an establishment. The Untappd connectivity is pretty special, and we're excited about that partnership for sure. At the core, we bring people together, right? It's a fun environment, so balancing tradition with technology is something that I think we've achieved here. No one really wants to get their phone out and just live on their phone and order. I was at the airport last night, and you end up having to talk to the human anyway, you know? And it's more of a romantic experience when you're out there having brews or having dinner. And so, yes, you know which ones are which. You can dive in if you want. You can get your phone out and engage even more, but you don't have to. And so it's really meant for all sorts of different community experiences. And so, you know, as you kind of start thinking about this technology, this electronic serving system as a whole, we're super focused on craft beer. And we understand that as entrepreneurs, it's important to stay focused in order to achieve success. But one thing that we also understand is the value of scalability. And so think about this technology if it was patented in a way that would allow us to scale into cheese, or maybe into wine. Some of us might like scotch or sushi, or all sorts of things are served in sample amounts. And think of the value of knowing which ones were which in all those different industries. So we're super excited about the future while we remain super focused on craft beer at this point. We kind of unveiled it at the Des Moines 1 Million Cups a couple weeks ago, and it's been such a pleasure to get a chance to meet everyone here in Fargo. And so we're kind of doing the grassroots sharing of FliteBrite and sharing it with friends. We've got some really neat orders online, but this is where we're going to share FliteBrite with the entire industry this April over in DC. So I was able to attend the Craft Brewers Conference in Philly last year to kind of get a scope of where it was going to be. We had a booth, but had to pull out. You can only be new once. And so we decided that although it was a missed window, it was the right decision. And so in hindsight, I'm glad that we did that because we're about to go there and just destroy it. And so I'm really excited to head to DC here just in a couple of months. I think, one thing I talked with Brian when we were doing the article interview is like the importance of team. I mean, it's almost like team, market, idea in that order. And I'm so thankful for our team. Usually we do this pitch, all three of us. I feel kind of like a lone wolf up here today. But these guys are like perfectly built for certain aspects of our company, but we don't overlap each other either. And so I kind of do the marketing, the innovation, the brand development, the website stuff, some sales obviously as well. Ethan is a manufacturing guru. And so the fact that this is durable, the fact that this is manufactured, our tooling is complete, that is a challenging process to say the least, and having a guru on your team is stars align type stuff. And so thankful for Ethan. And then you've got the technology magician. Sinclair over there on the right, he has really transitioned the technology into something that's fun to use, easy to learn, and really, really interactive. And so between us three, we're so excited to be launching FliteBrite. We have our 4th member up in Minneapolis, and so you're going to start seeing these not only here in North Dakota, but definitely throughout the Midwest as we start sharing the world of smart flights here in 2017. What do you guys think of FliteBrite?
In the neon future, life will have opportunity to explore its limitless diversity. Life will have no boundaries.